We're here with Freedom Tackle, Nick. I was walking around earlier in the show here at the Fishing and Boat Show, and you caught my eye, something really, really neat. And we started talking off camera totally, and I was like, man, I got to get this on film. Tell us all about this.
What we've done is we've taken the jig that people have fished for 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
But we've allowed the angler now to remove the hook. The beauty behind this is that everyone loves jig fishing. It's probably the most popular way to fish. But what happens when your hook gets dull or damaged? You had to throw out the jig. Now you can actually remove the hook, put a new hook on, and you're back to go. The advantages of this now is that because the hook is no longer embedded in the lead, you got free range of motion for your plastics. You're allowed it to move around. Some of our other models that I'm going to show you allow the bait to sit up from the bottom. But the beauty is now, for example, our swim bait model is that your bait actually swims, adding action to the head, and the head gives action back to the body.
Yeah, and you guys got a great video up there. Sooner or later, the camera guy will get on top of that, because that wobble, that's what initially caught my eye, was that wobble it gives to the swim bait.
Well, we launched at ICAST last July, and when we had that video playing, it was hilarious. People would walk by the booth and stop, and as soon as they saw that footage, they wanted to come in and see what it was about.
Yeah, no kidding, because it grabbed my eye right away, and I was like, whoa, check that out.
Yeah. So some other features of this product was because that hook is now able to move, hooking percentage has gone up because it actually acts like a circle hook.
Yeah.
And the best part is the fish has no more leverage. Can't throw that hook.
Yeah.
Can't make that hole any bigger where it can get off.
Yeah. And the other thing is, like, where you can take the hook off. You know, some anglers like owners, some like this, Gamagachis or whatever, you can change to whatever hook you want.
100%. The biggest pet peeve we had as fishermen was that you could never find that right jig that had the right hook to match that plastic.
Yeah.
And now the fisherman can go purchase that brand of hook, that type of plastic they like to use, and match them up and put them on our jig heads so they're ready to go. Yeah.
Could you move over to the tank there and have a quick demo on what you were saying here, because the way that's constructed out of the brass there, it's trapping the air. That's pretty cool.
I'll show you that there. This is our football that we call our Rogue. So all our jigs have that brass echo chamber, we call it.
Yep.
Reason why we use brass is that brass makes noise underwater, not like lead. But the beauty of what I was showing you before is that all our jigs, when you cast them, that capsule traps air, and when it hits the water, releases bubbles. And that's what all our jigs do, the same thing. So now your crayfish on our football jig actually swims, and when it stops, it allows the claws to stand up like that crayfish is protecting itself.
Yeah, in that defensive posture.
Exactly. Then we have our Zodiac, which is our ball jig. They call us our shaky head. So now that minnow can actually sit up like it's feeding off the bottom.
Absolutely. And there was something else you said there earlier, is that once it hits down, it's weighted, so it automatically sits upwards.
Correct. So even fishermen using live bait, that minnow is no longer getting pinned down on its side trying to lift that weight. Yeah. It actually sits up like it's feeding off the bottom. And then for our last jig here, we have our Stealth, which is kind of like our flipping or pitching, where we have the tie on the nose.
Okay, yeah.
Same concept. You can use it now with the hooks, make it completely weedless, and have that skirt pitching and flipping in the weeds, and work it even when the skirt flares, when it lands like that.
Very nice, Nick. Well, Freedom Tackle, thank you very much. Have a great show. Thanks for that inside look.
Thanks for having us.